we never really thought that we'd be able to do this. Both the singer and I are from Alaska, and being up there, you're pretty grounded. I figured I'd build houses for the rest of my life or something like that. I knew I was always gonna play music, but I didn't think that we'd be doing it professionally at all. What changed that was I moved down to Portland, Oregon to go to college. Only went for a year or two and then dropped out to be in a band. So we decided to go on tour, and I was like, yeah, I can always go back to school. I might never ever get to go on tour again. So just tried it, and then after a few years, Dad, sorry, not going back to school. This is way better. It's hard to explain what drove us to keep going. I think it was just the fact that I loved it so much, and honestly, when other people quit, we've been through a lot of band members, when other people quit because of girlfriends or school or jobs that actually paid money, it honestly inspired me to just keep on going. I wanted to see how far I could take it. You know, I started this band with John. I was there at the beginning, and I got to be there till the end, so I just felt like I don't have a choice. I'm just gonna, for better or worse, I'm gonna keep on doing this. You experience the poorest times in your life. The first tour of this band, we were all packed in a minivan. We didn't have a trailer, so we'd stack all the gear kind of flat. And if you were in the back, there were 3 guys, and you had to lay down. And our faces were so close to the ceiling, you couldn't even put your head up enough to read a book. So we were just driving for 8 hours, just laying there looking at the ceiling and talking. And we bought a giant bag of rice and a rice cooker from Salvation Army. We pull off at truck stops, unplug the soda machine, plug in our rice cooker, do our dishes in the bathrooms there. It was pretty crazy. It stayed that way about a year and a half. We were really broke. Like on that tour, we went and got like one value item at McDonald's or Wendy's or something a week, and that was it. And then the next year we had our per diems were I think $3 a day for food. So we had to make it stretch, and then bumped up to $6 a day, and then we started getting hotel rooms, but one hotel room for like 9 people, and then we started getting 2 rooms, and then it's a lot better now. I just kind of keep on growing. Not like the hard times ever go away, because now we do a lot better financially. I have a roof over my head. I'm not homeless anymore. That's wonderful, but it's a lot more work and a lot more pressure now for sure. And so there's just always new challenges, and I like that. It keeps things fun for me and interesting. It definitely is a business. It's our career, and so we treat it like that as professionals. But you also have to say, you know, fuck it, I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this because I love to do this, and I need to play music every day in some form or another, and so that's why we do it. But we got to keep, you know, a good business head on our shoulders to make sure things don't get too fucked up. There's something about it. It's very, very hard and very, very difficult, but there's just a pinpoint of something that you just absolutely need. And hardly anything about making an album is fun, or it's a lot of self-loathing. It's a lot of getting upset with each other. It's not a lot of not listening to each other, but once we get it done and we put it out, there's just like a single, like tiny point of satisfaction that we just absolutely crave, and that we'll just do anything to get there. I've lost girlfriends, jobs, apartments, dogs. I've been fired, I think, like 60 times, and then, you know, just we get in fights. It's definitely not all peaches and cream. Me and John are best friends, but we're also worst enemies sometimes. We fight all the time, you know, it's heavy. It's like a marriage with 4 people. You got to be willing to kind of give it your all, and shit's gonna suck for a while. And if you still make it through that, and you still got something to say, you still got things to write, just keep going and doing it. So you really got to be smart, and you got to be determined, and just not let anything stop you, really.